So we're in the key of C major, and this piece has lots of ascending and descending scalic passages. So let's play C major, 2 octaves, almost 2 octaves. We're not going to play the very top note because we're going to play this in first position. We're not going to be in second position like you normally would for the scale. We're going to play in first position so that we can be sure that all our second fingers are low on the D string, the A string and the E string. And on the E string also you've got that low 1 for the F natural on the E string. So long tonic, the rhythm's going to be ta, ta, te, ta, te, ta, te, ta, and so on. So 3 on the G, ready, and. That feels very unsatisfactory without the top C, but it's a good thing just to get your fingers into the right position. So I've got the metronome out because it's very easy to rush this piece. We've got a metronome marking of 76, but that's actually the quaver pulse. So if we set the metronome off, the 4 count is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So let's set that down somewhere nice and flat, and let's just clap the crotchet pulse together. 3, 4. That's it. We're going to leave the metronome going because we're going to clap some of the tricky bits. Now, you probably won't rush where we've got the quaver, semiquaver, semiquaver. We've got lots of this. That's fine. Where you might come a cropper are those rests. So after we've played lots of quick notes, for example, in bar 4, you've got that rhythm. Then it goes to a crotchet tied to a semiquaver. You're going to be tempted to give that half the value by accident. So keep counting the quaver pulse in your head. And another place, the very opening bar, we've got a quaver rest followed by a quaver. It's tempting to go double speed there. So the opening is like this, ready, and. Rest. Okay, let's do that again together after 4, 3, 4. And let's try the tied crotchet in bar 5. So let's clap from bar 4. 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Okay. We've got some other tricky bits, but we're going to look at that in the next video. Let's have a look at some of the trills in this piece. Now, all of the trills, to be stylistically correct for that period, start on the upper note. Okay. So, for example, the trill in bar 2 starts on the 2, and then you play the trill. Okay, now watch out, because in that bar you've just had a B natural on the A string followed by an F natural on the E string. So you need to be really careful to move your first finger back. Don't start thinking, oh, I've got a tricky trill coming up, and then and miss that shift back. So I'll play from the beginning. Okay, the next trill is in bar 9. And again, we're trilling on an open string, which is a bit naughty, but hey, this is what we're doing. And you're going to play. So you want to end up on a down bow for the last crotchet. So be sure to take an up bow on the quaver. So the beginning of the bar starts on a down. And then up bow. And let's just play from a couple of beats before that. Put it into context. That's lovely, isn't it? Now the last trill is near the end and it's bar 16 and you're trilling a C natural and a B. So, what's the bow now? We're on an up bow here. So get to the tip of the bow, put your first finger down for the B, but we're going to start on the upper note, second finger. And then down bow for this last long note. And don't forget you can change the bow because it's incredibly long. There's lots of boom, 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 boom going on the piano. So don't worry too much about taking a few sneaky bow changes there. More important to get a really lovely rich sound. And if you don't change your bow, you might end up a bit stuck like that. We're going to have a look at a couple of little tricky corners regarding left-hand fingers because we need to be quite nimble. In the second bar, you're going from a B natural to an F natural. So be sure to move your first finger back. I'll just play that bar. Okay. Where else do we need to be careful? You need to be careful with the second finger in bar 10. We've got the same thing. You're playing an F sharp, which is a high 2 on the D, closely followed by a C natural on the A string. So let's play that bar. This is bar 10. Move it back. And there's another place. Where am I thinking? I can't find it now. Oh, it's just the same thing in bar 11, same as the beginning. Move your first finger back. Just make sure that it goes back. Okay, that's it. Right, let's play it through. So I'm going to play it through call and response. I'll play a bit, then I'll leave a gap for you to copy. So just listen carefully and repeat. We'll go all the way through like that. So here's Vivaldi's Winter with the piano accompaniment. 3 and 4 and.